Hey guys, Monkey here. Great news! My time has cleared up for today. So, no more videos for the rest of this month. But for today, I actually do have time for once, which is lovely because now that means I can post a video that I actually was planning on doing last week but didn't get a chance to. But yeah, here he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Laser G2 Optimus Prime. Hong Kong. But yeah, this is our G2 Optimus. He is from the Transformers Legacy line. I believe he also got a reissue in Legacy Evolution. And if he didn't, then you guys can so easily call me out. I really don't care. And finally, he's getting a reissue in the first wave of Legacy United. They are trying to get as much use out of this mold as they can because we just got two separate repaints, being Scourge and Toxitron, both charged at the leader price point, meaning that if someone wanted to get all three molds, they'd be paying upwards of $150, which is kind of a ripoff. You'd think with how loose a lot of people's Toxitrons are, it would be charged a bit cheaper. Like, as nice as it is to have the trailer, I feel like you would not have needed it for the Toxitron if his joints were going to be so goddamn loose. I might not have the figure, but I know many people online that have had the figure, and his joints are loose. Like, it's to the point where it feels like if you put. No. God, this is going to be such a weird description. Have you ever put a butter on, like, a figure not by accident, like, for me, when I was a kid, I put butter on one of my figures, and you see the butter seeped into their joints so much to a point where when I tried to pose them, they just fall over flat on their face. That's basically what's happened with Toxitron for a lot of people. Due to how many times they've reused and packaged the mold, it's gonna get a bit weaker over time. I mean, for God's sake, that's what's happening with the new Seeker in that multi-pack, which sucks. But tangent aside, this figure, the very first iteration of this line being that this guy's from the Legacy line, the first Legacy line, not the Evolution or United, since United is still a year away and Evolution has just finished up. But yeah, this is Laser Optimus. Laser Optimus. Let's take this trailer out of the for now. Ooh, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not doing that. We have a lovely sculpt with a nice Autobot logo. Do kind of wish it was the G2 logo. Kind of like what they did with, what the hell is he? There he is. Yeah, I have a few figures on hand right now since I kind of reopened my backpack. For example, they gave G-Axis his G2 Decepticon logo, or at least I think that's the Decepticon logo. I feel like, even though was there a G2 Autobot? Was there a G2 Autobot logo, actually? I should have done some research before I started this. I can't remember, actually. But, yeah. Laser Optimus has a lovely silver Autobot logo and some nice steps along with canisters on the side. He has some... Okay, I'm going to be fully honest with you. This entire section, down to the legs here, is almost a completely reuse, except for the top parts of these legs, but everything else is basically Earthrise Optimus, on the legs at least. While everything up here is brand new. I like what we have up here. Along with that, we also have some two different wheels on here. I just noticed my game's still going. 1 second. Had to turn the volume down on that. Playing Minecraft, just farming from my mob farm, Super flat survival with nothing but a bonus chest. Before any of you say anything, I'm aware I'm ripping off other YouTubers. Why? Oh, because it's a fun challenge. But yeah, Laser Optimus has 3 headlights and 2 horns right here and here. It has 2 smokestacks. This one broke. Unfortunately, I dropped them. So, yeah, we have a nice tinted blue windshield along with some more paneling detail on the sides, along with the nice little red step stool. Or step up, just noticed, like, this side barely rolls. Another thing I like to talk about is the flame decals. This was not on the original figure. It was kind of like a gradient red. Like, it goes from black to, like, slowly but surely transitioning to fuck. Okay, it goes slowly from black to red. So you guys know those color gradients, I think is how you say it, in like paints, like the paint systems and software, how you can go into the little circle and like pick your paint. That's basically what this was, and it would slowly go from black to red on this figure or the original one. My guess on why they did this was to reference Baver's Prime, which, God, my table keeps moving. Which would be a pretty decent reference if that's why they did that, or if they just wanted to actually make him look a bit better than before. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do prefer the flame decals over the gradual change from black to red. Now that we also have a very nice silver grill up here with some pretty nicely painted headlights here with the yellow outline and the gray base here and here. Along with that, we also have some canisters. And on this side, you can almost not even tell this transforms besides, little hip pieces, but that's inevitable. Because the shoulders and these parts right here kind of cover up some hollow spacing in here. And look at all them waffles, waffling. If you do not know what waffling is when there's multiple hollow spaces that kind of look like waffles. For example, right here in his legs. That is what a lot of people refer to waffling as. There's some cases where something can be called waffling, but isn't. I will show you guys in just a bit what I mean by that when I go to his trailer. But yeah, the alt mode's actually pretty well scaled. I will bring in size comparison after I'm done talking about the trailer. Since the trailer is going to be just really quick. The trailer has a kickstand that you can pull out right here. Bam! Red kickstand, bonk, like so. You also have some lovely painting and sculpting detail on here. The red canisters on the side, the gray, gray and what am I even trying to say? We have the lovely highlights in red down here, along with the wheels back here actually being painted silver. And in all honesty, these wheels are basically just Earthriser's wheels right here. So, lovely. We also have some pipe details here. Along with that, we also have like a little ridge where people can stand while they're filling up the tank, I think. And we also have like these little notches on the side. I'm not sure what these little notches on the side are for. I don't know my trucks, okay? And we also have some detail on the back, Bonk, bonk. Oh, there goes the axe. But yeah, you can place this piece down, pull this panel up. You're gonna want to rotate this around. Drop this piece down. Drop this piece down. Pull down the base. These pieces we will talk about in just a moment for weapon storage on the truck mode. And we can pop this piece out. Wait a minute. I think my dumbass, I did it wrong. 1 second. Do it like that. Then you fold this piece down. And now you got like a little, oh wait, no, I did have it right. And now you have a little testy grabber, Have your Autobots walk up to it. Oh, you want your testes to get grabbed? All right, 1 second. Oh. Oh, what the hell is wrong with me? Yeah. I was once a normal kid. But yeah. We have like a little repair bay, kind of. If you're in your vehicle mode, kind of like this, you'd be like, welding something, I guess. I don't know. You can see this as like a little taser, I guess, Oh, yeah, you need to tase someone? All right. Then we have a little turret right here, just. 1 second. Do I have blast effects? Yeah, I do. Got some of Magnus's on hand. They do not plug in, but they do plug in right here. Lovely. Have your big bot going by. you know, fire just. Man. I can see why a lot of people think my channel's for kids now. Like, oh yeah, what do you do for a living? Oh yeah, I make sound effects for my Transformer. Oh my god. Huh, there's a skeleton at my window. That's lovely. Yeah, let's just yeah, I would say I have to still do the size comparison with them. So let's just fold these back in. But before I fold this up, I'm just gonna take it off. Oh, wait a minute. You could remove this piece right here, like so. Bam. Now you just have a big old sword. Same can be said for this piece too. You know. Oh, you want a built-in gun on your hood? There we go. You know, yeah, the usual. Let's just. I'm not going to transform this fully yet because I am going to put the weapons back. Because weapons have weapon storage here too. These two parts right here and here have these little tabs right here and here that plug into them. Like this. Skadoosh. Then there's two little notches right up here, right here and here. They can plug these two little tabs into. Like so. And bam! You don't want to use the trailer? That's fine. You can plug him into him. What's cool is he actually still rolls pretty well. But after that, I just yoink these off. Bam. Put that piece there. And oh, right. There we go. Like so. The axe is the worst one out of these two. Because I don't even want to tab in right. There we go. I know. So a lot of the times it just doesn't want to go in properly. Yeah, we can just tab that back in. Let's bring Magnus over here, since he's not my only truck former I have with me right now. Say I got Motor Master put back in his box right now with the other Stunticons. I found out a lot of that hollow space, you have room to put the Stunticons and their instructions for. I found that interesting. Let's just pull Magnus's cab out a bit more so it can actually be fully scaled. And bam! As you can see, the size of... One second. Let's put this guy out here. And bring Optimus. See, they're about... I'd say they're about the same size, you know. The usual. Magnus obviously being a lot more specialized for, you know, carrying cars, while this guy, our boy Optimus, you know, if you actually go by where the trailers connect, Magnus is bigger, but if you go by the pure sheer of the size of these two, Magnus would be... Magnus is still bigger. I mean, barely. Do you really count the toes as being a tad bigger? I mean, I would, I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah. Magnus scales pretty well. And I think, actually, one second. Let's get a little throwback over here to my very first Transformer. Bam! Breakaway. So our average deluxe class... Okay, I was just saying, why wasn't he rolling properly? There you go. Our average deluxe class from back then scales pretty well. Not properly, you know. More accurately, he would be a lot smaller. He'd be about, maybe like up to here, maybe. Accurately scaled. I'm not sure anymore. I don't know why I'm trying to scale this properly. There's no reason to. Yeah, you know, he's grabbing. Woo! Alright. Now with that out of the way, let's pop this open. Take out that sword and axe for later. Store this away. And you know, put those right there. And now we can get into the transformation. First thing we want to do is push these canisters in. I tend to like to pop up this panel first, then bring the legs down. I might be doing this in the wrong order. This figure is very about the order when it comes to his torso. And you kind of just want to fold out the feet and untab them like so. And then you want to pull the hood up. Be careful because this is almost... Yeah, this is almost all clear plastic right here. So if you break any of that, you're kind of screwed. This piece up here is normal plastic, but everything here, this is clear, as you can see. I kind of want to bring it out like so. Untab this front grill. Untap the front grill section. Pull the torso up, kind of. This guy is kind of a mess to transform because you also kind of want to untap the head here. Pull out the arms. Oh my god. I just noticed why I don't do the transformation too often. I mean, it's fun, but I now just remember why I don't do it too often. You want to push down on his chest here. Pop it out. Then be very careful when you tab it in because you do not want to risk breaking this piece because of how thin it is. And also because a lot of its weight relies off the clear plastic right here, which is a hinge. Then you want to put this panel right here and right here. Close it up. Bam. Tap that. You want to tap these arm bits here and here. Rotate the waist around. Fold up the head. Then pull up these little thruster pieces. And these will actually serve a purpose as in filling up his hollow spacing back here. You want to rearrange the shoulders properly. Bam. Bam. Untab this panel up here. Flip out the ball joints, which is very smart because it means he now has a swivel. And my grandma needs me, so I'll be right back. Alright, got what I had to do taken care of. So, this here is our Laser Optimus. He is your average Voyager scale figure at the leader class price point due to the trailer being added, but also because of the amount of engineering into this guy. Mainly for the torso. Legs are just, reused tooling. The usual, Oh my god, that scared me. Oh, no, 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 no! Sorry. Like, focusing on my game as well. There's a creeper at my wall about to blow up my entire storage in my basement. That is not what I want. But yeah. This is Optimus. Laser Optimus, to be more exact. But, potato. This guy feels very light. He feels very light for his price point. Not gonna lie. He really feels light. But yeah, Optimus comes with a total of, well, if you count the trailer in its entirety as accessory, then this is 1, this gun would be 2, the sword would be 3, axe would be 4, and his matrix, by technicality, since it is removable, will be his 5th one, which we will talk about. We will talk a bit more about that in a bit. So let's just get his accessories out of here for now. Yeah, Laser Prime. He's a lovely and well sculpted and articulated figure. He is missing some paint apps down here, but I don't really mind. I guess I'm really used to having yellow on his hips. That's just like a usual thing that we have on Optimus Primes, but we don't have the yellow on his hips. I don't know if that we also have a new crotch plate, I think. I haven't pulled out my Earthrise one due to him breaking. His leg may have been fixed, but it is so loose to the point where it just keeps popping out. He can at least hold a pose, though, so, better than nothing. But yeah, Laser Optimus has lovely head sculpt, too, actually, Sorry, I keep angling him up because, well, that's where he is angled up at me is how I'm looking at him right now. Like, this is how I'm looking at him. So if I keep angling him up like that, that means like I'm looking at him. But his head is sculpted with light piping, I think. One second. I would say he has clear eyes. Hard to tell due to my lighting, but let's see if I can get... Yeah, there you go. You see, his eyes are painted, while one eye is painted, while the other one is shown to be clear plastic, meaning that they originally intended for him to be, or he was originally intended to have light piping. Jesus Christ, why was it that hard? Also, fun fact, he might look big, but he's skinny. Look how skinny them arms are. Noodles, I swear to God, if I get a fork in there, just twist that up. Bon appetit. Oh my God. You guys are probably wondering what the fuck is wrong with me. And to answer your question, I don't know. But yeah, Laser Optimus is a lovely figure. Everything up here is brand new. So my Earthrise Optimus, I'm basically going to be just skipping the legs since, well, let's be honest, we don't really need to talk about the legs. They're basically the same thing. Besides the new tooling right here at the shins, but, you know, you guys already knew that. This guy's been out. This guy's has been sold 5 separate times at this point. If you guys didn't know that about his legs, then I'm just... that's concerning. Yeah, this guy has lovely blue abs section, grill section, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't know. What sucks is this is painted. As you can see, these tabs indicate the actual color underneath, being that it's red. So you know, careful. Along with that, his faceplate, as I kind of skipped the head when I was just talking about light piping. It's well done, especially Optimus Prime times 2 with this faceplate. Instead of the like really, I wouldn't say gunmetal gray, but the silver was not as bright as it is on this guy. For my copy, the silver for his mouth guard was like a bit of a darker, not gunmetal dark, but still darker. And on that, it was a lot more, well, I don't know how to describe it. It was the Netflix iteration, so it makes sense why it was a bit darker than the normal Earthrise and Kingdom release, but, you know, it still looked nice. This guy does that but times 2, with a nice bright silver for his faceplate and little... I'm also going to call this a grill section because that's the only thing this damn thing reminds me of. Compared to like up here, like that looks like a grill. Oh, what's that on top of his forehead? That's a grill. I actually don't know what this would be called. Oh, a crest. The end of his helmet crest is silver. There we go. I think that's what they're called. Along with that, we also have some ports, or some circular holes here, 4 of them to be exact, that can plug in blast effects, which is finally where I could bring this piece back in. Just... You can also open these up from the side, as you can see with this gap. Pull them out, like so. This is a gimmick I tend to forget. For the thumbnail that you guys will see for this video that I made, the thumbnail was done right after, or right before, I remembered, oh yeah, instead of this basic-ass pose, I can just have him with his missile pod launchers open. And I just forget that he has these because, I'm not going to lie, these panels right here and here cover it up so well to the point where I wonder what this is pretty often because I keep forgetting, oh yeah, there's missile pods under here. And I don't know why they picked trans blue. Like you think explosives would be like a trans neon orange kind of, you know, a color that would really pop out as missiles. You know, just oh yeah, you see these missile pods? They're bright neon orange, and I'm going to launch them right at you. You know that one Nerf dart Megatron? Yeah? Well, I'm going to send that at you. But times 12. Also that, we also have these lovely yellow paint apps on his shoulder pauldron pieces. Or, you know, little flaps on his shoulders, I guess. Along with that, his arms can go out this far, which is also why there's a cut on the side. That does also lend itself to pretty handy, too, because that means that hinge can come in and fill that up after the figure is, well, done being a figure. Vehicle mode time, you know. But yeah. I guess before we go into articulation and accessories, we should do a size comparison with... do I have any deluxe class I can do this with, too? I have a core class, Voyager. Oh, there we go. I got Crash Bar on hand with G-Axis. But first, let me find Bomb Burst. I know he's in his robot mode in here somewhere. Give me a moment. Okay, so after like 5 minutes of rummaging through a bag, I finally found Bomb Burst. He doesn't have his accessories right now, but who gives a hoot, you know? So first of all, G-Axis. G-Axis is, I think, just a tad bigger than Optimus when it comes to like just being at the head. But one sec. Yeah, he's a tad bigger. But if you count the shoulders, then this dude's about leader class scale. Along with that, we also got Megatron. So, bam, bam, bam. Megatron is a tad shorter than this Laser Optimus, I believe. They look about the same height, but I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna go into the nitty gritty here. So I'm not gonna throw Megatron. He's been fucked over enough. Uh, let's see. We got our boy. I'm blanking on his name right now. Crash Bar. Got Crash Bar. He's one of the smaller Junkions. So let's get Scrap Hook here. Actually, he's on hand too. Got Scrap Hook. About your what's going on with his feet? They're like slanting backwards. There you go. We got Scrap Hook. Lovely figure. Let's just yoink him out of here. Let's yoink G-Axis too, since I'm already yoinking the others. Finally, let me fix Bombburst's feet here. We got Bombburst, your average core class. Scaling up pretty well with Optimus. Cheeseburger. Yeah, if you guys are questioning why I just say random nonsense, I don't know. That's kind of like my thing right now, and I don't know why I keep doing it, but that's what I've been doing recently. Saying random phrases like cheeseburger. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I could go for a good cheeseburger right now. But yeah, where is? Wait a minute. Oh, there he is. First, I was looking at my bag and I noticed Trash Master wasn't in there. I thought I lost him for a moment. But yeah, with that we can get into articulation and actually accessories first. He has 5 accessories as I mentioned earlier, but 2 of them are the trailer and its trailer turret. The other one being his battle axe of glory, just help. Say goodbye to your thigh cap. Did I say a thigh cap? Why did I say thigh cap? I didn't even say gap. Just thigh cap. What does that? Is that a word? Great, great. I got some research to do after this. Thigh cap. We also got a sword, penetrate his chest, which is actually what we're going to be doing right now, because apparently you cannot get his matrix out too easily. So you got to get his little sword in there and just, kind of get it out. Close that up. Looks so empty without the matrix in there. We will get into this in just a moment, so let's just put that there for now. The sword has lovely sculpting detail and is very unique design to the Laser Optimus, due to it being, Laser Prime's sword. You can put that to the side right now. And before any of you ask, the tab that was here to keep it specifically for Optimus broke somehow. Yeah, I'm just as bewildered as you guys on how that may have broken. We also have his battle axe. I did not show it in great detail like I did with that sword. So we're going to do that too. The battle axe, I'm not going to lie, is the weakest accessory in all of this. Even the gun and trailer, not fair competing with an entire part of the vehicle mode, but even the turret. One second. Let me get the turret over here actually. Screw it, I'm getting in here. Even the turret looks more menacing than this. What type of axe looks like an oval? Or like a really blue and odd looking egg? What type of axe have you seen that just looks like an oval? I could see an axe being a circle, but they picked the weirdest shape for one. Why an oval? It concerns me kinda. But with that out of the way, we get the sword, plug it in, and then we grab his matrix and tab it in right there. since I do believe it fits 5mm ports. 1 second. Let's get let's get Magnus. Yep, there you go. Fits like a glove. Oh, mostly fits like a glove. Let's just get that absolute eye candy out of here. But yeah, we grab this piece right here, plug it in right there. Bam! Got yourself the Matrix blade. Now you guys might be asking, what's the Matrix blade? I don't fucking know. That's what I'm calling this. I call this thing the Matrix blade because of the matrix of leadership quite literally being inside the blade. But yeah, besides this just looking weird, just pop open his chest. Careful while doing this, like I mentioned earlier. It's clear plastic. Don't want to risk breaking the hinges. We're gonna go put this back after the video's done, back in the trailer. Gonna transform him back in vehicle mode when I'm done. But yeah, with that, we can finally get into the very last section. Articulation. Articulation is a lovely thing. For example, this guy has a ball joint at his head, up and down, up and down. Does he tilt? Nope. But he does have a swivel. Be careful though, because the head is painted. Now you might be asking, what's the head molded out of? Red plastic. You guys might not be able to... 1 second. That little blemish on his head that looks like it's brown, that's red. That blemish is very hard to see. There we go. That's better detail. He was like this when I got him, but this little blemish right there signifies that. Why would they use red plastic for his fucking head? I could potentially see kind of a grayish, maybe a black, but no, they picked red. The brightest fucking color, the color that contrasts, personally to me, I think contrasts the most from blue is fucking red, and they picked it to mold his head out of, meaning that any paint that chips off this, you're most likely going to be seeing just a bunch of red through there, which is going to make it look ugly. But yeah, besides that, he decent. Arm can move out this far. Arm can go back that far, forward that far, like so. With that, that's also kind of why this flap's here. But also because if it didn't move, you wouldn't be able to move his shoulder properly. Which I think is another reason why this flap doesn't, or this is another reason why I think the flap's here. With that, we also have a swivel at the elbow, or bicep. We have an elbow bend of about 90 degrees, does not go any further back, does not go any further forward, and a full 360 rotation, which I love because it's on one of these transformations. Similar to Optimus and Rodimus, not Rodimus, and, well, Rodimus too, I think, and Hot Rod, where their hands would fold into their arm with a swivel mechanism. They figured out how to do that, but a bit easier with just using a ball joint instead, which concerns me because a lot of those dynamic poses with the swords and axes that you're going to want to get, if this wrist is really loose because of that ball joint for a lot of people, that's going to really suck. Which is why I would have preferred if they'd stuck with what they usually do. Skyquake. Freaking Skyquake has a better wrist thing. G-Axis, actually. G-Axis, Skyquake's in his vehicle mode, so I can't show it. But G-Axis does this pretty well. Yeah, it doesn't go in upwards, but it does go in sideways, like so. See? Like that. And it's on a good wrist swivel, too, meaning that if it's loose, you could pop it off, put a little dab of glue in there. Ball joints are a bit more difficult because the risk factor of breaking the ball joint when you're trying to fix it is a bit higher. From personal experience, it might be different for you guys, but for me, it's almost guarantees a break. We have a waist rotation here, like so. Leg can go back that far, forward that far. A knee bend past 90, just a tad. Leg goes up that far. Yeah, right. A really good ankle pivot, like so. Like, full on. Oh, yeah, you guys want me to do the ultimate splits? Sure, Optimus. Why not? Just bam, bam. Look at that. It's to the point where if an Autobot had a ball sack, it would almost be touching the floor. God, that sounds absolutely fucking disgusting. I am so sorry I put that image in your guys' head. If I did, I am so fucking sorry. But yeah, let's just put that back. Yeah, it's decent kibble. Not the worst though. I've definitely seen worse. Do I like it? Am I happy that they have a gap filler in it? Yeah, it works. All right, but yeah, you know, that might. Yeah, I think that concludes today's episode. Transformers Legacy Laser Optimus. This guy right here. I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but he doesn't suck either. He's up there. He's in the middle for me, but my middle is comprised of some pretty decent figures, including this guy now. And I like him, you know? I don't hate him. I don't love him, but I do like him. He is definitely like, for some people, people either despise him or love him. For me, he makes a decent desk toy. You guys, or desk fidget, depends on whatever the hell you guys want to say it as. But for me, I like this guy a lot because of that. This, oh, fuck, I have oh my god, the Phantom's right above me. Lovely. You know, I just love when there's, uh, monsters above me. Sorry, I'm looking at my TV again. But yeah, that concludes today's video. Monkey signing out for the month. See you guys in December. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. You know, about it. Love you guys. Thanks for the support. And until then, see you in December.